Hodaki Big Show podcast.
What an experience.
Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it?
Just a pack of wild animals down there.
How freaked out were you, Jace? Because you got escorted out the kitchen and into a ute.
Yeah. It was getting a bit intense towards the end of the show where they were literally like advancing on the desk there, and they were literally a metre away. And then about midway through the show, I started getting COVID anxiety.
Which is funny because you've just had it.
I've just had it,
Yeah.
but having said that, and then I went, oh fuck it, if I got COVID, who cares?
Yeah.
But no, it was great. It was awesome and overwhelming.
What a bunch of fucking backbones.
Totally, man.
So
Just unbelievable.
Massive.
Like, travelling, obviously they've got Black Clash to come to as well, but one and all good bastards. Couple of wounders, but they'll be feeling some shame today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
There's always shame in these sort of getaways.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Hey, just on the food front, I was very excited to see on my menu after 10 o'clock cheese and ham toasties.
Yeah. Now,
I'll guarantee you right now that Hoity J at about 10:30 tonight will be having a ham and cheese toasty with chutney.
Well, this is the thing I was
Rock and
gutted
roll.
about because I looked at our menu and it was cafe during the day, then there was evening, then there was after hours, I think they
Late
called it,
night.
was a late night, which is only available after 9, which is
Yep.
the only things I wanted were on there.
Yes.
Then you had the choice of chicken schnitzel for 40 fucking bucks,
You're joking.
chicken something else, a steak for 50 bucks. It was just like,
Yeah, nah.
I don't
You see,
need,
nah.
I don't need any of that at the
Nah.
moment. No fish and chips, no normal burgers.
We had your standard sort of beef burgers,
Yeah.
your sirloin steaks, your
No, they're
chicken,
missing a trick.
your butter chicken, not butter chicken, but cooked in buttermilk, like I had
another
fried
butter
chicken.
Yeah.
Oysters.
Is that a big thing down here, this
But it-
buttermilk thing?
But it was also like
Everywhere.
only $20.
That's good.
And I got that last night. It was actually delicious with
And you ate
pickles
all of it?
and smoked cheese.
You ate it all?
Yeah, I ate
What
it
a
all.
fat
What about the chippies?
fuck.
Oh, no, and it comes with fries. The fries were a little underwhelming, and I had about 2 of those.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
You literally had what you had for
You were
lunch.
saying
for
that you
dinner.
grabbed
Yeah, I did.
those chips and just
Smeared them over
all
my
over
body,
and
yeah.
the mirror. Oh,
Totally,
I thought
I
it was
did.
the mirror.
Oh, no, over my
and just
body.
made it filthy.
Yeah. I like to
You
get
wrote
filthy when I'm in a hotel
with the
room.
chips, do better.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you have a fire alarm at your place, Jace?
No, but
What a
Minogi
loser.
was telling me, you fellas, what was it, 4:30?
Yeah, 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
stuff.
Minogue was already
Keezy,
up.
and we'll obviously talk about this on the show, but that apparently Keezy got up for one of his famous, middle of the night steamers.
Yes.
And
we don't have to do this in the show.
Has set the alarm off,
Yeah,
which is atrocious.
Because I messaged you this morning, Mogi, and I said, did you feel a tremor,
A tremor,
about
yeah.
in the early morning
Yeah,
there?
well,
And,
I jumped on stuff because our building was swaying.
Yeah.
And what was it? Was it
I went
me
on
doing
the old,
steamer?
yeah, it must have been.
Far
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
The old earthquake report.
It was pretty
4.2.
intense. Just on the
On
ham
the
and,
Richter scale.
just on the ham and cheese toasty, I was in that same scenario last night where the ham and cheese toasty was only available after 10 o'clock.
Right.
Which really did my head in because
so
I
you
didn't want
can't
to
get
wait.
it?
You can't get
well,
it.
I can get it after 10, but I
Yeah.
wasn't. I'd got back into
I
my
was
room
asleep by
8.
10, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other thing was that I forgot my drugs, and so I had a shit sleep.
Which you owe me still, by the way.
Yeah, I'll
actually.
bring some in on
You
Monday.
you are like the person in our other office who was meant to bring you something in but didn't.
Yeah.
Although it's been
Remind
mostly
me on
holiday
Monday.
time.
I'll bring you a couple
Yeah, good on
of the
you, mate.
bastards. They're top quality.
Will it also make my daughter sleep through the night? Because that's really the key issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she had to half.
Well, you only start off with half, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You don't go full dose.
No.
I don't even do full dose.
Half for 3-year-olds?
Yeah.
Quarter, surely.
Well, chuck it down. Chuck it down and see how it goes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
See how she sort of comes up in the morning.
Obviously, we've got the Black Clash this afternoon, Jace. What time do you have
Everyone's
to be
sounding quite nasally today.
there? Oh, I feel like shit. Like I honestly...
What time? You got home at 9. You get a few beers in you?
No, I didn't get home at 9. Oh,
Yeah, you did.
we went back to the hotel,
Yeah.
had a shower, then went out again.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mate.
With who?
With Kate, Bren, Pugs, Connor.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, how good. What time did you get home?
Like midnight. And I called it early because we all went back to the Ridges, to that bar. Lane and Hurley and
Yeah.
actually O'Leary was there. Like, where's Mike
was she?
Minogue?
Was she steamed?
Yeah, she's Steve. She's like, where's Minogue? It's just like, what? Do you want him here now, or he knows I'm here? He didn't come anyway. What a wanker!
That sounds right.
Yeah. So I wasn't invited to that, and I was in Ridges.
No, yeah.
I think people do understand.
Yeah.
There's very little point asking.
People are
Yeah,
done
I
inviting you to
really
stuff.
can't be
Hey,
fucked.
I mean, they could ask you, "Hey, Jace, what's your worst nightmare at the moment?" And you would say, "Going to a bar with lots of drunk people."
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit,
From
yeah.
the ACC. Hey, it was funny actually, just on the nasally front. When I was going back to the hotel room, I was sneezing and coughing my ass off.
Yeah, but that's because you were thinking about how you probably caught COVID, and then you started to get
Well,
woozy.
actually, I think, to be honest, it was the durries.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think sneezing?
Well, yeah, not sneezing though, but my throat
Dry
was
throat.
certainly ratchet.
But you were yelling.
Oh.
I was not yelling,
At the
Keezy.
very first
Keezy!
break.
I was not yelling.
The first break yesterday, whew, I was like, here we go.
You got to
Yeah,
fire.
but
You got to fire the punters up, Keezy.
You did a great job, mate.
Radio 101 right there, mate.
I'll write that
Hey,
down.
incidentally, the driver that gave us a lift home last night, a young fella there,
Yeah,
works at the old,
yeah.
never met him, but he works at NZME. Good bastard. He
He's,
was full of praise for Keezy.
Oh, really?
he was
yeah,
actually.
mate. He was saying
yeah.
you went to the broadcasting school and you were sharp
He
as.
said he did an interview with you and he'd answer his shit questions and give a 2-minute answer. Talking about yourself the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Was that the young fella that was out there?
Nah.
Nah.
No, it's a guy with
It's another
curly
guy.
hair. He's a casual
Oh, when he had a t-shirt,
promos guy.
shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was he the guy? Because
Yeah, you don't remember people. That's the thing about you, Keezy.
No, sometimes people email me, hey, I'm at broadcasting school, you used to do that, blah, 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 and then I always try to respond. And so
Yeah.
I was literally with him at the pub, and he didn't
Right.
mention
Say
it
no.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be right.
But yeah, good stuff, Keezy.
Good on
You
you,
got
man.
some young fans out there, mate.
Yep.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki. The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Hey, speaking of fans,
Oh, yeah, your fan yesterday.
Yeah, that's
Signing buzzies,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh,
what's-
yeah. So,
Look at you, perked right
Yeah,
up at the
yeah, you
mention
did,
of
didn't you?
oh,
buzzies.
mate, I perked up
I
right.
tell you
man of the
what,
buzzies.
my wife was horrified by that, Kesey. I mean, she thinks you're a nice bloke, but that signing the buzzies was just next
that
level.
Woman do that.
Yeah, she didn't want to even.
You
sort
She was
of do it.
walking past the
corner.
bar.
Yeah, and you said, "Can I sign your buzzies?" And I was like, "Jesus."
I told my wife about that, and that another guy took his shirt off and was having his backbone signed. She thought it was hysterically funny.
Yeah, actually, when I got back to the hotel at midnight last night, my fiancée was still awake, so she said, "Oh, we can have a chat if you want." So I had a quick chat.
Did you have one of those chats? Did you?
Yeah. No, well, she was
yeah.
like, "Oh my god, look,
Dirty
fortress,"
chat, did
and
you,
then she's
Keezy?
like, "Oh, do you enjoy signing those buzzies?" And I was like, "Well, to be honest, I mean, of course you enjoy signing some buzzies, right?" But I was very aware of the fact that everyone had their phones out. You had your phone out, was giggling.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great video you made there, Mogi, by the way.
It
'cause
was
from your phone.
I had to be very, very quick because, there's a lot of people from the team around with phones, but they were otherwise occupied. And I thought, fuck, if we miss old Keezy hanging off the end of some buzzies,
I wasn't
we'll regret.
hanging off the end of some buzzies, right? I was signing the top of the buzzies.
You wanted to sign both buzzies, if I recall
Yeah,
correctly,
that's right.
actually, Keezy, which we had
Have
to
you
stop
signed
you in your
buzzies
tracks.
before, Jace? Is that something that's come up before?
Yeah,
No,
Jace, have you signed buzzies before?
In all honesty, I'll be honest with you, I've never signed a buzzy before.
No, it was a first for me.
I signed a crock as well last night.
Oh, yeah, I signed a lighter.
A lighter, a beer bottle. You signed some casino cards.
Oh, yeah, I did
Yeah.
too. That's right.
So, yeah, she was all on,
right.
mate. She was all
Oh,
on.
it was, and we must have taken, what do you reckon, in
A
the vicinity
billion?
of 100
Oh,
photos?
fuck, at least.
Yeah. It was
Surely, man.
It was a hell of a turnout, and so I'll say this moving forward. Obviously, we're going to be going all over the country doing stuff like that. But Christchurch has absolutely set the standard.
Oh, God, I want them to lower the standard.
Absolutely, it was a hell of a turnout. So our appreciation goes out to all the backbones that turned up, and also to Mark down there at Robbie's at Riccarton.
Yeah,
it was
he must
awesome.
have had some pretty good turnover.
I'd imagine so. There was no
Jesus.
short. There was people trying to feed me shots and all sorts of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I
There was one guy that was persistently trying to get me to have shots, and who wouldn't leave me alone last night, even when I was taking a piss. He wanted life advice. His head was over my shoulder while I was pouring my powerful stream into the urinal, and he was like, I want to get some life advice from your hoity Jan. I was like, dude, I'm fucking going for a piss at the moment. Do you mind?
That is a good. We could do an advice for him. Did he manage to get the question out?
No, because I said no. I'm in the middle of a fucking piss.
It surprises me that you said no, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I don't usually say no. I've got to learn to say no. I've got to learn to say no to people.
You know the big fella from Oamaru that was wearing the rugby jersey and the City of the Ship hat?
Oh, yeah.
He's quite big.
Yes.
I saw his penis 3 times on 3 separate occasions.
The piss guy.
The really pissed. He was the guy who threw a jandal at the end of the...
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so he threw a jandal over the top of everyone, and they were like, "That guy there's massively pissed."
And in fact, he was the one that should be feeling shame today. The way he was talking to you, Keys, he was utterly disrespectful.
Oh, thank you, thanks, guys.
Utterly.
I'm glad you guys stepped in and had a word with him.
And also, he was out the back later on after the show in his gruds that were ripped right down the arse, playing golf shots.
Now, if I remember, his name was Ben.
Was it?
From Oamaru, and they don't like you pronouncing the Māori name correctly.
I went out there. I was like, "Oh, you guys come from Oamaru?" And they're like, "Where's that?"
Yeah,
like that. It's Oamaru.
Dadoosh.
And he was the one who quit his job essentially because he couldn't get the leave.
Oh,
so he's the one that worked at the mechanics. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But he was maggoted when he turned up.
Yeah.
And it didn't get any better from there. But also, and then when we left. You wouldn't have seen this, so me and
Jace... No, because I stayed with the Wolves.
Me and Jace left. We had to drive by. There was a guy who got his fucking golf clubs out.
That was him.
Was that him?
That was him in the ripped undies. That's what I mean. That was him.
This guy, he was fucking standing at a rock garden. He got out a rock and his driver and was fucking driving rocks. And then so we had to try and time it that we get past
before he smashed the car.
We take off, and his mates are going, "Fucking swing, go!" But luckily, and he swung, and he was so pissed he missed the fucking rock.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he was well gone. There was a sensational Gulliver.
Oh,
that guy was fucking how tall was he?
How good was that guy?
He's going to be 7+.
But the good thing about him was, and not that there's anything wrong with the opposite, but that he was just a fucking big bass. He wasn't like a tall, skinny.
Nah.
Just a unit.
He was a unit, all right,
unit
mate.
and a half, and he got a photo with me, but he bent down.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck off! You got to stand up."
Totally.
So
well, you can imagine what
you're up to his nipples.
I came up to his fucking knees.
We have to post that photo. There's a famous photo of Muggsy Bogues in the NBA and the tallest guy, Manute Bol. You guys recreated that, Jace. It was amazing.
It would have been great to get you on his back. You would have looked like a toddler.
Fuck, he was huge.
Oh,
man. Hey, but to reiterate what Mogi said there, thanks to all the people that came down. And also, we're keen to travel around the country. So if you want to have us at your place, just get in touch with us through our Instagram account and we'll see what we can conjure up for all the punters out there, fellas. What do you reckon?
Yeah, bloody good it was.
God.
And all the Backbone T-shirts and all that were a hit. So they're coming out on Monday.
Mine was so huge, as I said yesterday, I looked like I was wearing a fucking nightie.
Yeah, I gave the one off my back to some dude.
He was stoked by that.
Was pretty
I gave mine away too.
Yeah.
Keezy's been the tight ass that he is. He held on.
It's folded up, sitting in my drawer in the hotel room.
Rolled up. We'll get into this in the show too. What do you guys like with hotel rooms? You nice and tidy, or you just carnage?
So the first thing I do when I get to a hotel room is unpack my suitcase.
Yes.
So that's when
my shirts are hanging up.
So I just need to know immediately that I haven't brought my underwear, and that's generally when I find out. And then I'll put my suitcase down. But after that, she gets a bit untidy. I mean, I like to keep it as easy as possible. Fucking hell, man! Why don't they have toilet brushes in these goddamn hotel rooms? I'm in there again with my hand wiping up shit off the side, so that the cleaners don't have to do it. It's not
Why do
on.
you poo so? Like mine just goes in the water. 3 perfect.
Yeah, well,
tubes.
mine didn't.
No, I do. I do 3 perfect tubes.
Sorry, 4 perfect.
Don't try and claim.
Yours is
I'm a splatter.
You're like a watered down because you drink so much piss. It's sort of all lime red,
it's like someone's
watery
tipping
garbage.
a tikka masala into the toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
so it washes way easier. It's a greasier number.
I'm not going to lie. The first thing I did when I walked in the hotel was, okay, see you guys. We'll be down in a sec, and then just drop the steamer. Yeah, it was great. Just a regular one that didn't set off the fire
That's
alarm.
the only thing that I find, actually, when you go on tour a little bit, is that it affects my steamer routine.
Oh, does it?
So I often, because I do my steamer always first thing in the morning, 3 tubes. And when that doesn't happen and I have to do it, you know, it often will be midday or one. It really throws me out.
Are they still perfect?
Yeah, they're perfect tubes.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice.
They just nestle in there one after the other like a little train carriage.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.